Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hey, everybody. Let me get some stuff together so I can see what I'm doing. Well, excuse me. Oh, let's see here. To some of you, I may sound like myself, and to some of you, I may not. But, oh gosh, where is it? Right here. So just give me a minute because it takes me a little longer now than it did before. For one, I'm working without my glasses. And for number two, I'm working on limited resources, but I did figure this much out. And I just want to come and say, hey, oh, now let me see. Hey, Foot, Team Angel, thank you two ladies for coming in. And I want to tell you to thank you for your well wishes and your prayers for me to get better. It's been a long time coming. And I tell you what, if people don't believe that corona, oh, well, wait a minute, can I say that? Too late, I said it. That Rona is still out there. It is. And this is this was my second time having it. I thought the first time it took me by surprise. But the second time, it really threw me for a loop. It's a very aggressive, um, I don't know what to call it, a very aggressive strain. For me, it was. I know that we're all different and it affects us all in different ways. But this particular strain had me all messed up. It was attacking my lungs and it hurt to breathe. And it still does, but it's way better than when I first had it. I mean, I laid in that hospital. Excuse me. Until I just was going crazy. I wanted to break out of there, but I could barely even get up and walk. But I would be so angry. And then I was going through other things as well. So when I tell y'all this time, when I start coming live again, I'll be able to tell y'all some stories. And not all of them are going to be nice on my part because some days I cut up in there at that hospital on them people. Because for one, them little young Rudy Poops don't listen. And I know they think they're doing their job, but they have to understand what the patient is going through. So, like when I would go to therapy, well, when I first started going to therapy, they would listen and they push and push and push. And I was doing my best. But one day, I, I was just downright tired. And they kept pushing and pushing. I felt like a kid. So I closed my eyes on their funky asses just so I didn't have to look at them. I did that a couple of times. And then one time, I was so angry and frustrated, I pushed all the stuff off the desk. I mean, paper clips and ink pens and whatever was on that desk went everywhere in that room. I died laughing to myself because it was funny as fuck to me to watch them scrambling around trying to get all that shit off the floor. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I did that. Yes, me, Ms.Douglas. I'm admitting it. See, I was scared of my shit when I do some fuckery. And I was on fuckery that day because they pissed me off. Anywho, I was already plotting for the next team just in case they felt like they didn't want to listen to what I had to say. I was going to do the next table like that. And that table had cups of marbles and little stones and different things that they use to work with you in therapy to get your cognitive skills back, like picking up things like pennies and stuff like that. But if they had started doing me like they did me the previous day, I already had my target. And then I said, why even do myself like that? Just don't take your ass down there to that therapy room. So that's what I did. The next day they came to get me. I looked at that door and seen it was them two Rudy Poops. I closed my eyes and it would be so cold to me. I would make a cocoon out of my blankets and I would get into my cocoon and ball up so they couldn't get me. Like, Miss Douglas, are you going to therapy today? Oh, no, I'm not going. I wasn't going with them too because I had to. Like speaking was hard for me to do because I needed air. I have oxygen. So it takes a minute for me to get enough oxygen in me to push the words out. And sometimes it takes me a minute to get them out. I still struggle with that now. But it was making my throat hurt, and then I didn't have enough oxygen in me to project, to make my words project loud enough to be heard. And I got to thinking like I always do, and I thought to myself, and myself said, what would you do if you needed to yell for help? How would you get it if no one can hear you? That immediately made me think. So I got an extra pillow slip, and I had some soup up there with me. And I put 2 cans of the soup in the pillow slip, and I kept that in the bed with me for just in case something happened. I might not have been able to scream or yell for help, but I had enough strength in me to take that pillow slip and sling it around and clock somebody in their cranium if they were doing something to me. I mean, I thought about all kind of stuff going on in that hospital, y'all just don't know. I'll be the first to admit that I am not wrapped tight, but my brain is always working. And I have what they call COVID brain. Like I forget stuff really quickly. And it frustrates me because I could be in mid sentence and just lose my whole train of thought. I'm like, damn. And then another thing I was thinking about, my voice, excuse me, my voice is all gravelly and stuff like that, right? I said, Lord, I don't want to end up sounding like a man. I mean, can you at least get me close enough to where I was before this happened? Oh, I was crying and everything, and I'm not ashamed to say it, because that's one of the things that popped up in my mind. But I did um miss you guys. I just couldn't focus enough to do anything except for get better and pay attention to the different things that they were giving me, especially when it came to that IV. I would keep that portal in my cocoon, so they would have to wake me up to give me medicine because I wanted to know what it was that they were giving me, how many milliliters or units or cc's, whatever you're used to by the area that you live in. So I wanted to know that. And they wanted me to, like, I got down to 120 pounds, and they wouldn't let me come home because he told me, my one doctor told me that I was too frail to come home and I needed to gain a little weight. And I got it. But I was ready to come home at that point. But one thing, excuse me, that hasn't changed is that I still stay cold. I'm wrapped up in my blankets right now. And I don't eat as much as I used to because I just really don't have an appetite. So they make me take Geritol vitamin. Um, and I'm surprised because it does make me hungry enough to eat some things, but I still only like certain things to eat. Like, I don't have to have a lot of meat, but I will tear up a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Oh, I could eat them forever. And apple jelly and like toast and eggs or biscuits. I love biscuits. Um, fish, just, you know, simple stuff. And soup, I think I'll always be a soup lover. Soup is great. But I just wanted to come in and say hello to everyone that, like I said, wished me well and prayed for me from their hearts, because you can't let everybody pray for you because they don't mean you any good. Oh, let me see. I just been running my mouth. Okay, so it's just put, who else is in here? Yeah, just put Team Angel, and that's good enough for me. So now I'm like I'm hungry now. Oh, but I've been wanting me some Chinese food, and I know that's crazy, but I just been wanting maybe like some shrimp fried rice or something like that. but I actually need a, a butler named Jeeves, somebody that will help me out around the house and cook for me. But I'll get there. I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm following what the doctors say, and I can finally get the sleep that I always wanted without them coming in and out of that hospital room. People always say, get your rest, lay down and rest. And there is no getting any rest in the hospital. So since I've been home, I really have been getting it. And I still be sleepy. And I don't know if it's from the medication that they gave me to come home with or what, but by the time 5 o'clock comes, I be so pooped I be ready to go to sleep. And like I really haven't done anything except for my speech therapy because I have to do that 4 times out of the week. And I still have this little device that they gave me to blow into to make these little balls come up from the air that I blow in to the machine. And it is so freaking hard for me to do that. So now I'm getting tired and I don't want to talk anymore. So um, I'm going to turn turn my TV on, and I think it is Walker, Texas Ranger time for me, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at that until I go to sleep and wake up and start anew. Maybe I can find somebody to harass, but oh, I want to give a shout out to JJ because he made sure that he told me about the well wishes, but he made sure every day that I was doing all right He checked on me like a little brother would check on his big sister. I don't know what the problem is about him with people on YouTube, and I frankly don't give a damn. But he's always given me my respect the same way I give him his. And I just want to put that out there. Thank you, little brother. If you're listening or if you happen to catch this on the replay, thank you so much for loving me and checking on me and making sure that I was all right. It never will go unnoticed. I told you the Lord has a purpose for you, JJ, and the demons that you are fighting on this earth right now are temporary. You just keep doing what you know you're supposed to do and watch them fall by the wayside. They will get from around you. That's all I have to say about that, because I could go on. I just don't have the oxygen in me enough to really go in like I want to. Another person that was always checking on me, and when she see me in the chat, foot soldier, Team Angel, you too, ladies, and Cynthia Hill, Texas May. I saw you when you got on to me the other day. I want to thank you as well for making sure that I was doing what was right to get myself where I needed to be. I know I'm hard headed, and I thank you all for just hanging in there with me. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Now, ha ha, for those who thought that I was going to be a crybaby about it, I could have broke down though. I really could have, but I didn't. So now I'm going to give my little 130 pounds to the other side of my bedroom and turn the TV on and go make me 2 toasts and put some peanut butter and honey on it and get some milk and come and watch my Texas Ranger. And pretty soon he'll be watching me. So until the next time, guys, the smooches and oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Somebody was writing something. Uh-oh. Let me see. I don't know if they wasn't. If they wasn't. Oh, King Bit. Hi, my Cherokee warrior. Oh, I'm glad I looked. I did not want to miss him. Sugar love. Hey, hey, sugar. Oh, sweet pea. Oh my goodness. I didn't know. I was just sitting up here running my mouth. Cynthia. Ooh. Oh my goodness. I am so slow. I've been drinking. I've been drinking. I've been smoking. I've been smoking. Oh, wait a minute. That's that. Somebody kick my ass because I don't like Beyonce like that. Sure don't. Oh my goodness. I didn't mean to overlook anybody. I practically forgot all about the chat. Sorry, guys. Well, apologies. Now that I went through it and I said my hellos and salutations, I can go in there and fix my toast with my honey peanut butter. Oh, that stuff is so good. And I figured out that I have to get a different code every time I go live. This took some work. Ugh. So I don't know when the next time this will happen, but it will. And maybe the next time I'll throw my cash app in there. So anybody that wants to send me a gift to recover can do it. Okay. Smooches and deuces to everybody. Stay blessed. And please, you still utilize your face masks and hand sanitizers because there's different strains of this virus that is still out here that will take your life. Trust and believe. I know. Okay, time to end this live. I said, end. Damn it. I'm pushing the button. Push the damn button.